Hey guys, I just wanted to start off the day with saying congratulations to Jenae. She had the baby finally. And the next question I have, not for Jenae, aka Neytiri, that's what we know her from, Carbonation. For those of you that are new to the channel, because I have a lot of new subscribers, and it's kind of shocking to me people don't know who Nature Boy is at this point, or just are discovering him, even if they don't know him, just running across any of his videos from the past. Um them not even remembering doing that at least one time when they logged into YouTube is kind of astonishing to me. But there was a time I didn't know him either. But getting off of that, my question is, did Solar see his child yet? And if he hasn't, when is he going to see his child? That is a question a lot of us want to know. And I think I answered it for you guys. And the reason why I say that is because, yet again, another ex Carbonation member, uh, you see that he's hanging out with people that have no substance. They're sitting on IG, smoking blunts, potheads, and talking about a bunch of nothing. And he just had a baby, and I can see in one of these lives people are congratulating him, and he's not really acknowledging it. He has two children about to come into the world. One already came, and Velvet's having one. Now he talks a good game. We already know he's a baby nature boy. He says a lot of things that he does not live. He made a big deal out of his love child he had with Zoka, and we felt bad for him, and he had a second chance to create a life, and he created two lives. And he seems to me, from what he talks about, um fatherhood is not one of them. That's just something to buy people's attention. It's something that sounds good for the moment, but not what he's living. Now, we already know that Neytiri, aka Janine's family, does not care for Solar. They made that clear before, so this is not allegedly. So I know it's going to be difficult for him to just up and go see the newborn. But a real man, difficult and all, would come hell or high water, still make sure they go see their newborn. Especially if you find money. You go from broke to finding some sort of money to get to these countries or these states, and you're living okay in these Airbnbs, or living with people that seem to be kind of well off, and doing all right for themselves, and they let you shack up there. You should have money to go see your newborn if you are a real man. I'm so tired of him getting up here with these lessons, trying to change people's lives, but he's the very same person that just had a baby, and half of the people that are following him probably just met him. They don't know his situation, and they are looking at him as an inspiration. Um, Sort of like a driving factor to why their lives are turning around, not knowing that these Carbonation members have a skill that they've learned from a narcissist, and they're using that skill to make you think that they're bettering your life. But how can they better your life when theirs are not better? If you really dig deep into a lot of these mentors that are online and look into their life, do some due diligence into their life before you go letting them lead you into your life. You will probably run away, because um I'm hoping that we see co-parenting videos where, maybe if he's not with Neytiri, aka Janine, he's still co-parenting. Maybe she comes there sometime with the baby, or vice versa, and they co-parent. And we know that he's financially taking care of the child, because the child does not come into this world for free. But all this other stuff that he's up here trying to campaign, and it's obviously at the end of the day for his benefits, I'm not interested in hearing about that. I want to hear about what you're doing now, because we know you haven't healed. You just jumped onto the internet and you try to know what it felt like to be a baby nature boy, and to see what the power and attention felt like. You never got off of social media and got your mind right. And now you have two children that you created, and they're probably nine times out of ten are going to be fatherless. And it's really sad that they both fell for the banana in the tailpipe. Velvet, we know she has issues, so it's no surprise that she's on her third child, third baby daddy, and she's doing it to get back at Nature Boy. When we know Nature Boy is not paying Velvet any mind. If anything, he's trying to fight to get out of jail, so he can continue to be what he considers as God, the three God. He's not thinking about Velvet. He has had time to get over her. But I really want to see in this next phase of Solar's life some change, hopefully, in him, because what he's doing and what he's talking about now is not where it's at. He seems to be a follower, he's not a leader, but he tries to portray himself as a leader, and he's far from that. And that's why a couple of months from now we'll hear him on here ranting about somebody cutthroating him, because he hangs around people, places, and things that are no good for him. He gets the same results, because if you don't change the lifestyle, nothing changes, and you're going to continue the pattern of toxic behavior. And you really need to detox these people out of your system, because they're no good for you, and they're going to hinder you from doing the right thing, which is be a father to your children, so they don't end up like you. Because I know that Solar, or he's faking it, that he's such this great guy and he's got his life together. But I know a lot of people in my real life, they'll give advice they need to take, and there's nothing great about their life. If anything, their lives are in shambles. And people tend to try to give you advice and pretend like their life is okay, because they're in denial. And I think that Solar needs to get out of denial. I think that maybe, if even if he can't see his child first, he needs to go see a psychiatrist, get help, so he can really love himself truly and stop saying that he does, and then he can love somebody else. And I think until he heals and gets the help and talks to maybe someone he doesn't know, but they're a professional, um, he can identify, where he's going wrong and change it, so that he can be the greatest father that he can be. Nobody's perfect. No parents come with instructions, and there's no such thing as a perfect parent. But there is a such thing as a parent trying to do their best, because the child didn't ask to be here.